past the flower stand. There's a bookshop that most people miss. The door is swollen shut from years of seasons, but push it open and you're met with bliss. The shelves rise up to meet the water-stained ceiling, and every inch of space has found its use. A jazz record plays from somewhere in the back room, a sound that lets the whole store loose. The owner sits behind a cluttered counter, his reading glass is halfway down his nose. He nods without looking up when the door opens and goes back to wherever the story goes. I run my finger down a spine of yellow and pull a book I've never heard about. Someone's penciled notes are in the margin, small handwriting full of wonder, doubt. Every book here has another life before it, dog-eared pages, someone else's marks. Someone loved this once and let it go now, and it found its way into the dark. The bookshop alley calls to me again on afternoons when I don't know what I need. I always find the thing I didn't know I wanted just by letting my attention lead. The dust motes float inside the amber light, the jazz curls round the paperback displays. The bookshop alley holds a quiet magic that only certain people find some days. An old magazine rack stands beside the doorway with issues from the 80s left to yellow. Fashion spreads and editorials faded. The world they sold seems somehow more mellow. A travel section with no current titles, just photo books of places from the past. Iceland when the roads were still unmarked. bookshop has a way of multiplying what you think you need into a charm. The bookshop alley calls to me again on afternoons when I don't know what I need. I always find the thing I didn't know I wanted just by letting my attention lead. The dust motes float inside the amber light. The jazz curls round the paperback displays. The bookshop alley holds a quiet magic that only certain people find some days. My mother brought me here when I was little. I stood up on my toes to read the spines. I couldn't reach the ones that I wanted, but she'd hand them down like tiny valentines. I'm glad this place has managed to survive when everything around it changed so fast. There's something in the paper smell and low light that makes me want to make this moment last. The owner finally looks up from his reading. You like that one, he says with half a grin. I do, I say, and place my books upon the counter, and he wraps them like they're precious things. There's a cat asleep between two history sections, one paw draped over a biography. She's been here longer than Elise and Sean. Down a narrow alley past the flower stand, there's a bookshop that most people miss. The door is swollen shut from years of seasons, but push it open and you're met with bliss. The shelves rise up to meet the water-stained ceiling, and every inch of space has found its use. A jazz record plays from somewhere in the back room, a sound that lets the whole store loose. The owner sits behind a cluttered counter, his reading glasses halfway down his nose. He nods without looking up when the door opens and goes back to wherever the story goes. I run my finger down a spine of yellow and pull a book I've never heard about. Someone's penciled notes are in the margin, small handwriting full of wonder, doubt. Every book here has another life before it, dog-eared pages, someone else's marks. Someone loved this once and let it go now, and it found its way into the dark. The bookshop alley calls to me again on afternoons when I don't know what I need. I always find the thing I didn't know I wanted just by letting my attention lead. The dust motes float inside the amber light. The jazz curls round the paperback displays. The bookshop alley holds a quiet magic that only certain people find some days. An old man magazine rack stands beside the doorway with issues from the 80s left to yellow. Fashion swirls and editorials faded. The world they sold seemed somehow more mellow. A travel section with no current titles, just photo books of places from the past. Iceland when the roads were still unpaved. There a world that moved a little less too fast. I find a poetry collection thin and battered, the covers torn, the titles barely there. But when I read the first stanza standing still there, something hits me deep beyond compare. I came in for one book, I always tell myself I leave with 4 tucked underneath my arm. The bookshop has a way of multiplying what you think you need into a charm. The bookshop alley calls to me again on afternoons when I don't know what I need. I always find the thing I didn't know I wanted just by letting my attention lead. The dust motes float inside the amber light, the jazz curls round the paperback displays. The bookshop alley holds a quiet magic that only certain people find some days. My mother brought me here when I was little. I stood up on my toes to read the spines. I couldn't reach the ones that I wanted, but she'd hand them down like tiny vine tines. I'm glad this place has managed to survive when everything around it changed so fast. There's something in the paper smell and low light that makes me want to make this moment last. The owner finally looks up from his reading. "You like that one?" he says with half a grin. "I do," I say, and place my books upon the counter, and he wraps them like they're precious things. There's a cat asleep between 2 history sections, one paw draped over a biography. She's been here longer than the recent shelving, a permanent part of the inventory. I scratch behind her ear and she half wakes and closes her eyes and goes back down to sleep. There's a lesson in that kind of easy living, the ability to rest without a reason to keep. I stay until the light outside gets golden and the shadow of the alley reaches long. Then carry out my books into the evening, humming something close to the record song. The bookshop alley, I'll be back here soon when the noise gets loud and I need to escape. There's always something waiting in those pages. There's always room for me in this old place. Words are how we live inside each other long after the breath is gone and done. And the bookshop alley keeps those words preserved in dust and low light. Second shelf, third one. I step back into the busy street, my arms full, 4 books tall. The smell of paper still on my jacket, the best thing about it all. I pulled a dusty record from the shelf and set the needle gently into place. The crackle filled the room before the music, like clearing of a throat before grace. The cover art is faded at the edges. The paper sleeve is soft with age and wear. But when the brass comes bleeding through the static, I'm somewhere else, I'm breathing different air. I found this in my grandmother's attic, a jazz album from 1963. She must have played it on a Sunday morning before the world became what it became. The scratches in the vinyl tell a story of every time this record hit the floor, of parties in the summer, of forgetting, of slow dance nights that no one's counting anymore. A record holds the moment it was cut, the breath between the notes, the room, the feeling. Every imperfection in the groove is someone's afternoon refusing to stop healing. Old record player spinning slow, carry me to somewhere I can't go. The crackle is a language of its own, and every scratch is somebody's home. The warmth of analog has no replacement. No streaming service captures what this does. An old record plays the way that life does, a little broken but still full of love. My father had a collection in the hallway, stacked alphabetically by first name. He'd point to each and tell me when he bought it, what year, what season, and what was the weather. On the back of some he wrote in pencil a note about the night he played it first, with who and where and what he had been drinking, the kind of detail only memory thirsts. I never knew him as a young man really, but in those records I can trace him back. A 20-year-old standing in a record shop, picking out the soundtrack to his life on track. We leave ourselves in what we leave behind. A record is a portrait of a person. The songs they chose, the ones they wore away, the quieted side B no one thinks to turn. That old record player spinning slow, carry me to somewhere I can't go. The crackle is a language of its own, and every scratch is somebody's home. The warmth of analog has no replacement. No streaming service captures what this does. An old record plays the way that life does, a little broken but still full of love. The digital version is cleaner and precise. No hiss, no pop, no dust between the sound. But something in the pristine version misses the earthiness of spinning round and round. Perfection isn't always Sometimes we want the texture and the grain. The record skips a little on the chorus, and I play it back and let it skip again. There's beauty in the imperfect repetition, in music that has lived through years of use. These grooves have been the witness to a lifetime, and I'm grateful for each crack and scratch and bruise. Late at night the record sounds the finest, when the house is still and everyone's asleep. The melody comes out in different layers, the little things you miss in afternoons deep. The brushwork on the snare, a softer texture, the way the upright bass breathes between the beats. The pianist's left hand walking underneath it all, like footsteps down a row of quiet streets. The man who played these notes is gone now, likely, but his hands are still alive inside this groove. And every time I drop the needle on it, I give him one more night, one more to move. Old record player, play all night, fill this quiet room with fading light. The music and the memory combined leave the softest thing inside my mind. When I'm gone, I hope someone will find my old records stacked in line, and drop the needle on a rainy day, and feel me in the groove still playing on. And the needle lifts and only static stays. I flip the record over with a sigh. There's always one more side I haven't heard, one more reason not to say goodbye.
I pulled a dusty record from the shelf and set the needle gently into place. The crackle filled the room before the music, like clearing of a throat before a grave. The cover art is faded at the edges, the paper sleeve is soft with age and wear. But when the brass comes bleeding through the static, I'm somewhere else, I'm breathing different air. I found this in my grandmother's attic, a jazz album from 1963. She must have played it on a Sunday morning before the world became what it became. The scratches in the vinyl tell a story of every time this record hit the floor, of parties in the summer of forgetting, of slow dance nights that no one's counting anymore. A record holds the moment it was cut, The breath between the notes, the room, the feeling. Every imperfection in the groove is someone's afternoon refusing to stop healing. Old record player spinning slow, carry me to somewhere I can't go. The crackle is a language of its own, and every scratch is somebody's home. This does. An old record plays the way that life does. A little broken, but still full of love. My father had a collection in the hallway, stacked alphabetically by first name. He'd point to each and tell me when he bought it, what year, what season, and what was the weather. On the back of some he wrote in pencil a note about the night he played it first, with who and where and what he had been drinking, the kind of detail only memory thirsts. I never knew him as a young man really, but in those records I can trace him back. A 20-year-old standing in a record shop, picking out the soundtrack to his life on track. We leave ourselves in what we leave behind. A record is a portrait of a person. The songs they chose, the ones they wore away. The quiet side B, no one thinks to turn them. Old record player spinning slow, carry me to somewhere I can't go. The crackle is a language of its own, and every scratch is somebody's home. The warmth of analog has no replacement. No streaming service captures what this does. An old record plays the way that life does. A little broken, but still full of love. The digital version is cleaner and precise. No hiss, no pop, no dust between the sound. But something in the pristine version misses the earthiness of spinning round and round. Perfection isn't always what we're after. Sometimes we want the texture and the grain. The record skips a little on on the chorus, and I play it back and let it skip again. There's beauty in the imperfect repetition, in music that has lived through years of use. These grooves have been the witness to a lifetime, and I'm grateful for each crack and scratch and bruise. Late at night the record sounds the finest, when I
Raindrops gather on the window pane. One by one they slide away. I'm holding a warm cup in both my hands, watching the world outside at bay. Tucked into the corner of this little place, an old wooden chair against my back. Jazz melody is filling up the air. The rain comes down and meets the track. I opened up a book and closed it slow, watching strangers pass beyond the glass. Someone running without an umbrella. I used to rush like that once through the past. The barista grinds the morning beans. The rhythm falls just like a song. I trace the rim of my ceramic cup and wonder where the hours have gone. It's okay to take it slow today. This moment here is beautiful enough. No need to chase the things that pull away. The rain outside reminds me to hush. Rainy day cafe, I'm sitting here, a sip of coffee warming up my soul. Nothing I need to prove to anyone. This little corner makes me whole. Time feels like it's standing still somehow inside this small and amber-lit space. The rain and jazz are woven into one, and all my worries slowly fade. A handwritten menu hangs above the bar. The ink has faded just a little now. I always order the same thing every time. pretend to think it through somehow. Little acts of freedom feel this good. A small rebellion in the afternoon. The beaded water gathers on the glass, a quiet world beneath a silver moon. Old photographs are pinned along the wall of people laughing in another year. I wonder if they knew the day they smiled how much that image would mean from here. The steam is rising from my second cup, and I'm not in any hurry to leave. This is the kind of peace I've been searching for, tucked inside a rainy afternoon reprieve. Rainy day cafe, I'm sitting here, a sip of coffee warming up my soul. Nothing I need to prove to anyone. This little corner makes me whole. Time feels like it's standing still somehow inside this small and amber-lit space. The rain and jazz are woven into one, and all my worries slowly fade. Maybe happiness looks just like this, nothing grand or gilded or refined, just the sound of rain against the window and a melody that quiets my mind. I used to search in foreign distant places for something I could never name, but sitting here with nothing but this music, I think I finally found what I came. The warmth of someone's laughter 2 seats over, the hiss of milk upon the steaming wand, the bell above the door chimes every so often and pulls me briefly from this world beard. Raindrops gather on the window pane. One by one they slide away. I'm holding a warm cup in both my hands, watching the world outside at bay. Tucked into the corner of this little place, an old wooden chair against my back. Jazz melody is filling up the air. The rain comes down and meets the track. I opened up a book and closed it slow, watching strangers pass beyond the glass. Someone running without an umbrella. I used to rush like that once in the past. The barista grinds the morning beans, the rhythm falls just like a song. I trace the rim of my ceramic cup and wonder where the hours have gone. It's okay to take it slow today. This moment here is beautiful there. They'll need to chase the things that pull away. The rain outside reminds me in a page. Rainy day cafe, I'm sitting here, a sip of coffee warming up my soul. Nothing I need to prove to anyone. This little corner makes me whole. Time feels like it's standing still somehow inside the small and amber-lit space. The rain and jazz are woven into one, and all my worries slowly fade. A handwritten menu hangs above the bar. The ink has faded just a little now. I always order the same thing every time, but I pretend to think it through somehow. Little acts of freedom feel this good, a small rebellion in the afternoon. The beaded water gathers on the glass, a quiet world beneath a silver moon. Old photographs are pinned along the wall of people laughing in another year. I wonder if they knew the day they smiled, how much that image would mean from here. The steam is rising from my second cup, and I'm not in any hurry to leave. This is the kind of peace I've been searching for, tucked inside a rainy afternoon reprieve. Rainy day cafe, I'm sitting here, a sip of coffee warming up my soul. Nothing I need to prove to anyone. This little corner makes me whole. Time feels like it's standing still somehow inside this small and amber-lit space. The rain and jazz are woven into one, and all my worries slowly fade. Rainy happiness looks just like this. Nothing grand or gilded or refined, just the sound of rain against the window and a melody that quiets my mind. I used to search in far and distant places for something I could never name, but sitting here with nothing but this music, I think I finally found what I came. The warmth of someone's laughter 2 seats over, the hiss of milk upon the steaming wand. The bell above the door chimes every so often and pulls me briefly from this world beyond. The rain is easing into something lighter. The sky outside is turning pale and gray, but I don't want to leave this place just yet. Let me stay a little longer here today. My cup is cool to something almost tepid, but I hold it anyway between my palms. There's nowhere else I'm needed at this moment. This cafe holds me steady in its arms. I've left my phone face down upon the table, not waiting for a message or a call. Just being here completely in this moment, that's the greatest thing of all. Rainy day cafe, I'll come back here on every gray and ordinary day. When the world outside feels loud and crowded, this is where I'll always want to stay. The coffee's gone, but warmth is still inside me. The jazz plays on without a care. Rainy day cafe, you save me again. I'll leave a piece of my heart right there. to a whisper. The music hums along. I'll sit here just a little more before I carry on.
Alarm went off before I wanted it to. The ceiling needs a crack repair. I lay there for a minute counting reasons, and then I sat up 'cause I cared. The bedroom floor is cold against my feet. I shuffle toward the kitchen, half asleep. The fridge is empty, save for last night's remnants and promises I told myself I'd keep. I fill the kettle, put it on the burner, and lean against the counter while it heats. Outside the window, Monday soft and quiet, the city waking up to greet the streets. The first cup fills the kitchen with its comfort. I wrap my hands around the ceramic side. The bitterness becomes a kind of signal that something real is happening inside. It doesn't have to be a perfect morning. It just has to be a morning that I start. The coffee doesn't care what day it is. It only cares that I'm still playing my part. Monday morning, coffee in my hands. I'm not ready, but I understand that the week begins with one small step, one small sip, one quiet breath. Nobody expects a masterpiece today. Just show up and figure out the way. Monday morning coffee, you're enough to make this ordinary beautiful. Take the bus and find a window seat and watch the commuters fill the aisle. Each face carries its own particular story. Some defeated, some have learned to smile. The woman in the red coat reads a novel. She's 3 chapters in and far away. A man in glasses listens to his podcast. The city outside blurs to gray. My stop comes and I step into the morning. Cold air hits and wakes me just a bit. I think maybe Monday isn't all that heavy if you just decide to sit with it. The light light is low, but it's still light. The road is long, but it's still road. I've done this Monday before, and I've been fine carrying the load. Monday morning coffee in my hands. I'm not ready, but I understand that the week begins with one small step, one small sip, one quiet breath. Nobody expects a masterpiece today. Just show up and figure out the way. Monday morning coffee, you're enough to make this ordinary beautiful. Somebody once said, if you love your Mondays, you finally learn to love your life. I'm not quite there, but I'm inching closer. Each week, a little less, the edge, the strife. There's something brave about waking up and choosing to begin again. The coffee doesn't know it's Monday, and maybe neither should I then. Let me borrow that blind courage and just walk forward like the week is just a collection of small mornings where I rise and make myself complete. By lunchtime, something always shifts a little. The morning fog is burned away at last. I find the rhythm of the ordinary and wonder why I worried in the past. There's something in the middle of a Tuesday when Monday's worry feels so far from here, and Friday's joy is just a dream ahead thing, and Wednesday is the most sincere. But it starts with Monday, it always starts with Monday, and a cup of something warm and bittersweet. The smallest rituals carry us the farthest and set the The alarm went off before I wanted it to. The ceiling needs a crack repaired. I lay there for a minute counting reasons, and then I sat up 'cause I cared. The bedroom floor is cold against my feet. I shuffle toward the kitchen half asleep. The fridge is empty save for last night's remnants and promises I told myself I'd keep. I fill the kettle, put it on the burner, and lean against the counter while it heats. Outside the window, Monday's soft and quiet, the city waking up to greet the streets. The first cup fills the kitchen with its comfort. I wrap my hands around the ceramic side. The bitterness becomes a kind of signal. Something real is happening inside. It doesn't have to be a perfect morning, it just has to be a morning that I start. The coffee doesn't care what day it is, it only cares that I'm still playing my part. Monday begins with one small step, one small sip, one quiet breath. Nobody expects a masterpiece today. Just show up and figure out the way. Monday morning coffee, you're enough to make this ordinary beautiful. I take the bus and find a window seat and watch the commuters fill the aisle. Each face carries its own particular story. Some defeated, some have learned to smile. The woman in the red coat reads a novel. She's 3 chapters in and far away. A man in glasses listens to his podcast. The city outside blurs to gray. My stop comes and I step into the morning. The cold air hits and wakes me just a bit. I think maybe Monday isn't all that heavy if you just decide to sit with it. The light is low, but it's still light. The road is long, but it's still road. I've done this Monday before and I've been fine carrying the load. Monday morning coffee in my hands. I'm not ready, but I understand that the week begins with one small step, one small sip, one quiet breath. Nobody expects a masterpiece today. Just show up and figure out the way. Monday morning coffee, you're enough to make this ordinary beautiful. Somebody once said, if you love your Mondays, you finally learn to love your life. I'm not quite there, but I'm inching closer each week, a little less. The edge, the strife. There's something brave about waking up and choosing to begin again. The coffee doesn't know it's Monday, and maybe neither should I then. Let me borrow that blind courage and just walk forward like the week is just a collection of small mornings where I rise and make myself complete. By lunchtime, something always shifts a little. The morning fog is burned away at last. I find the rhythm of the ordinary and wonder why I worried in the past. There's something in the middle of a Tuesday when Monday's worry feels so far from here, and Friday's joy is just a dream ahead thing, and Wednesday is the most sincere. But it starts with Monday, always starts with Monday, and a cup of something warm and bittersweet. The smallest rituals carry us the farthest and set the tempo for each. Come and beat. Monday morning coffee, thank you for being there when I didn't want to try, for being warm when everything felt cold, for being simple while the stakes felt high. I'll do this all again next week, I know it. I'll drag my feet and grumble at the dawn, but the coffee will be ready in the morning, and that's enough to keep on keeping on. Set the cup down on the desk, take a breath and be big. Monday comes, but Monday goes, and I